the black man. Throughout the ages have been described with various letters. In the very early 90s, 1900s that is, two letters, P and R. They were described as profound and renowned men. In between that P and that R, there was a Q. In the 30s and the 40s, they were described as persistent in their ambition, or reserved in their action. And between that P and that R, there was a Q. In the 50s and 60s, they were protectors, P of the cause, prominent in the struggle, or radical without violence, but ready to act. And in between the P and the R, there was a Q. Perseverance of the legacy, P and R, they were realistic in their mission. In between the P and R, there was a Q. In the 90s, now through the new millennium, P still describes man as proponents of brotherhood, manhood, and servitude, and R still describes man as to be revered as men of distinction and honor, and still in between the P and the R, there's a Q. Throughout the history of man, there has always been a Q. So from the P, pretty, poised, prolific, professional, and powerful, the R, ready, radiant, resilient, resourceful, and respected, the women of Delta, Sigma, Theta, still between the P and the R, there's a Q. Good evening. It is my pride and honor to stand not before you, but stand with you as the 24th National President of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. And I don't stand here alone, because the entire sisterhood of Delta Sigma Theta around the globe has sent me here to tell you, Omega, we love you. We love you as you celebrate the occasion of your Centennial celebration. I would not have missed this for the world. To have the opportunity to partake of this monumental moment in history, this historic event, and to be with you 100 years of manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. This is indeed a force to be reckoned with, Washington, D.C., and from where I stand, an amazing sight to witness. I want to first acknowledge my friend and your Grand Basilisk, Dr. Andrew A. Ray, all of the Grand Officers, District Representatives, and all of the past leadership of Omega Psi Phi. I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my brothers of New Orleans, Louisiana, of the Gamma Rho 5, and the chapter where I was initiated, the Brothers of Theta Sigma on the campus of Dillon University. You see, Deltas, we are blessed to have special relationships with all of our brothers of the Divine Nine. Brother Skip likes to brag that most of our founders were married to alpha men. You might have a point there, Brother Skip. Brother Randy, we are honored to share with you of Kappa Alpha Psi, the colors of crimson and cream. Last week, I shared with the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma. What a special honor to have you right in the middle of our heart, because after all, we are Delta Sigma Theta. And then to the brothers of Iota, we share the last symbol of our fraternity and sorority, respectively. The Theta becomes special to all of us. But tonight, we've come to celebrate not just a blood relationship, but I have to tell you something, Tina, love has a lot to do with why we're here tonight. It's plain and it's simple. It's called boy meets girl. When Edna Brown, the daughter of a Howard University college professor and the president and down of her class, met a handsome man by the name of Frank, and the two of them became one. So the brothers of Omega Psi Phi not only hold a special place in our history of Delta, but you hold a special place in the heart of Delta. Our bond does not rest solely on the marriage of our respective founders, Edna Brown Coleman and Frank Coleman, a relationship so special that it has come to represent the love between Deltas and Omegas around the world, and many called it the Coleman love. But the bond runs deeper than the relationship. Since before Delta Sigma Theta was founded at its inception in 1913, our 22 founders had a special relationship with the brothers of Omega Psi Phi through their love, support, respect, and shared commitment for serving the community. Check out our Delta flower, the African violet. The color is purple, and it's accented with gold.
You know what?
My pastor, I would not leave here without leaving you some words of Brothers of Omega. My pastor preached a sermon one Sunday, and inside of his sermon he said these words: "What would not have happened if you had not lived?" And that resonated with me, Andrew, for a long, long time, because it touched my spirit. What would not have happened if I had not lived? And he reminded me that God didn't really need me to do anything, but God wanted me to do something. And it becomes a question about your life mission, your life way, your life purpose, and your life's work. And it's worth. So I take that question a little higher today, Brothers of Omega. What would not have happened if there had not been an Omega Psi Phi? So on behalf of all of your guests here tonight, in honor of your great founders, Brothers Coleman, Joss, Cooper, and Love, we say the world is a much better place because there is an Omega Psi Phi. So on behalf of all of us who wear the crimson and cream, who have pledged a lifetime commitment to Delta Sigma Theta, we come bearing gifts. So we want to leave with you, the Brothers of Omega, the words to thank you for the legacy of leadership and love that you have left to the world. And Brother Ray, if you would join me, I will present the gift to you, and then I have another gift. Now this is a mighty big bag. And all through this bag is a lot of gold, purple bag with a lot of gold tissue. All the way down, gold tissue. And it's all fluffed up for all of the fluff you're going to hear from other people. And way down in the bottom, there's a little red bag with something in it that won't wither or fade, but you can take to the store and buy something special. And remember, it's from the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta. Sorrows, will you stand? And we invite the brothers of Omega Psi Phi and all of our fraternal brothers and sisters of the Divine Nine to come back in 2 years. Can invite us to the Centennial Club. After the Omegas leave here this week, and in 2 years when the Deltas come here, I can imagine that the city of DC will be like the characters in The Wizard of Oz. You remember the song that said, lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. Well, after this week, and after the Centennial of Delta Sigma Theta, the city of Washington, D.C. will say Delta Sigma Theta and Omega Psi Phi